We'll start in 1964 or perhaps even earlier. When did you first hear about IIT Kanpur, and when did the mention of going there first come up?
Yeah, well, in the early 60s, I don't remember exactly when, but one of the appeals of going was that I'd be able to save a lot of money while I was there because we were rather generously paid. Um, and I'd get enough money to send my own kids to college, which is, you know, even then was very expensive in the U.S. And so I did that. Now, a group was formed um, there was a company here called Educational Development Corporation, I think. And Norman Dahl was involved with that. And they had formed a committee to get a group of Americans to go. And it sounded like a good idea. I had never been to India. And I had one close Indian friend. She still is alive and lives on the West Coast. Her name is Brinda. Um, and I was quite used to Indian cooking because she's a very good Indian cook. And it seemed like it would be a good thing. I mean, I have pretty nice living conditions while I was there. I'd be able to save a lot of money, send my own kids to college, and so we decided to go.
Do you remember what you found there when you first reached IIT Kanpur? What do you remember
Well,
of that?
the campus was still under construction. There was I'd never eaten a mango before going to India. Now you can get mangoes here. Um, Pretty good mangoes come from Mexico, it turns out. But the campus was under construction, and the conditions of the workers on the campus was terrible. I mean, they didn't even have adequate toilets. Um, it says something in the book about my insistence on great cleanliness in the buildings and all of that, and I got a real lesson about India from that. When I went to the toilet, a big toilet, someone was standing there with a towel to give me and the soap and everything like that. But the students were not treated like that at all. That was special treatment for me because I had made this insistence that we um, well, I wanted it to be clean. It wasn't clean enough. And the latrines for the workers on the campus were awful. With dry latrines. One thing I do remember is there were peacocks and snakes. Um, and of course I enjoyed the peacocks and I was careful of the snakes. Um, some of the snakes, I think there's one called a crate, which is really very poisonous. Um, and Now there's a library named after Dr. Kalkar. Um, and I guess that's appropriate, but I don't remember because I didn't see much of him while I was there.
Who were the people you interacted with most?
Well, Keshwan was a person I interacted with. Um, we were encouraged to bring our own technical work and even to bring a student or a helper. And I did. Um, And that turned out in sort of an unexpected way, but that's a private story. And then I went back. I think I made some visits. I traveled a lot in those days. I was in good health. And you see from my staggering, I'm not very good health anymore.